Welcome to the Auburn Doubledays postgame show, brought to you by Cayuga Community College on FingerLakes1.com. I'm Claudia Belafato, joined by this guy who gets a golden star, JD Rachi. This guy was completely right if you watched the pregame show. I said, JD, what is the key to winning this game 2 of the series? And he said, we got to hit the balls hard and we got to hit them early. And that's exactly what they did.
They got off to a great start. I mean, you can't get much better than a double and a triple from Caldioli, Sonflair, and JT Arruda in the first inning. And the extra base power was really there all night for the Doubledays. How about Caldioli, Sonflair today? He had hit a lot of singles, had been hitting the baseball pretty hard at the beginning part of this season, but he exploded today. 3 for 4, 3 extra base hits, 2 doubles, a triple. He hustled all over the field. He got the benefit of not having to play in the field today, so all he had to do was focus on putting bat on baseball, and that's exactly what he did. He had an awesome day. And then you look at the rest of the lineup. JT Arruda had a triple, the RBI triple, to get things going in the first inning. And then I'm going to give myself another gold star, because not only did I say that they had to get out in front early, I also said Wilmer Perez was going to play a key role in this game. But what does he do? He hits a 3-run shot and goes 1 for 4 with 4 RBI. So pretty good day for the brain for me in terms of what I said on the pregame show. Huge day for the Doubledays. The pitching wasn't quite there in terms of, Leif Strom was strong through his first 5 innings. They bring him back out for the 2/3 of the 6th inning, which would have made this the longest outing of the season for an Auburn starter. He gets tagged around a little bit. 2 home runs from Will Matheson for West Virginia. He put on a power display today, but then the bullpen was strong at the back end, including Gilberto Chu and then Pearson McMahon, who had the save, his second of the season. I got a chance to catch up with him after today's game. And I'm now joined by Pearson McMahon. Pearson, huge win for you guys tonight, 6-4, and you come up with a big save. What was going through your head as you came into the ninth?
Just come in, try to throw as few pitches as possible, and just maintain the lead.
This is your first season with the Nationals organization, originally with the Rockies organization. You even spent some time in spring training with Colorado this year. What's the transition been like for you from Colorado to now the Washington system?
It's been great, really easy. A lot of good coaches, good guys in the organization. So overall, pretty easy transition.
There were a lot of strikes today, but you did give up the single to lead off the inning. What's going through your mind, and how do you make an adjustment to that and then get the double play to end the game?
Just focus on making the next pitch and hoping for that ground ball to get the double play.
Huge game for Pearson McMahon today. That's save number 2 on the season for you. Is that back end of the bullpen kind of role something you're comfortable with? Is it new? What's kind of been your role throughout your collegiate career and then now coming here?
I was a reliever my entire freshman year, so the bullpen's pretty comfortable. I was a starter with Colorado, but back to the pen, so it's pretty easy to go back to it.
Huge game for Pearson McMahon today. He picks up the save, his second of the season. Pearson, thanks so much for joining us.
All right, thank you so much.
Great performance all around, and this is the second of a 6-day, 7-game home stretch. How would you say being home affects the mindset? It seems like it's working.
I would say it's certainly working. A lot of home cooking and a lot of good home cooking for the Doubledays. They started the season 0-2 here at Falcon Park after the 2-game series with the State College Spikes. Of course, the home opener was rained out. Then we had to play a doubleheader. Then we were going to play again against Batavia last week. That one got rained out. And then the Williamsport series really got things going, the 3-game sweep of the Crosscutters late last week before the road trip to State College, and now back at the park for these last 2 games. They're 5-0 in their last 5 home games. I talked to Rocket, before the game and said, how is the mindset when you're at home? What happens? And he says, it's good to be home. We've got the crowd rallied behind us. There's a big crowd tonight for the Doubledays, the second biggest crowd of the season at 1799 in attendance tonight for another win for the Doubledays. So home cooking certainly a good thing for the Auburn baseball team right now.
Absolutely. Tomorrow, 1 o'clock game this time, a chance for the Auburn Doubledays to sweep another series. What are your predictions? We got Troop up on the mound to start, and we know last time we saw this guy, Williamsport.
If things go like Alex Troop had them go the last time he pitched, I think another W could be on the horizon.
Absolutely.
For the Doubledays, because the last time Alex Troop pitched, he struck out the first 8 batters he saw and 9 of the first 10 batters he saw. So pretty good day for Alex Troop on that day. We'll see how much they work him in. He's only gone a couple of innings because he is technically rehabbing from Class A Hagerstown. They're still trying to work him back up to that full kind of stretch that you want to see. But we saw Leif Strom go a couple of extra outs and a couple of extra innings in today's game. We'll see what they do with Alex Troop tomorrow. But if Troop goes the way he has been going in his first 2 outings where he has not surrendered a run, good things are on the horizon for the Doubledays.
6-4 win for the Auburn Auburn Doubledays against the West Virginia Black Bears a chance to sweep the series tomorrow for another game series win. And that is the end of your post-game show for the Auburn Doubledays, brought to you by Cayuga Community College on Finger Lakes 1. I'm Claudia Bellafato. He's JD Rachi.